This is IGN. 30 years later, Alicia Silverstone and Chris O'Donnell talk Batman and Robin. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, rapper Skrilla says his viral hit Doot Doot 67 is in Grand Theft Auto 6. The soundtrack and radio listings in GTA games have long been something of a cultural phenomenon, boosting plenty of musical careers. In this instance, however, the song in question is already a mega hit that's inspired a global meme. Skrilla's 67 blew up earlier this year on TikTok and Instagram. It's a slang term referring to gun violence, but became popular when it began appearing in clips about basketball players like LaMelo Ball, who is 6'7" tall. It then went viral when a boy known as the 6'7" Kid used it in a meme, and now kids the world over are saying it. Thanks to Dexerto talking about the game on Matt and Shane's Secret podcast, Skrilla told the hosts, "I'm waiting for GTA 6 to come out. 6'7" is on there too. Yeah, 6'7" is on there. I'm going to be my own person on there, playing my own music." Rockstar has yet to announce any songs appearing in GTA 6, and it no doubt won't until it's good and ready. But Skrilla at least sounds convinced 6'7" is in there, and you'd like to think he'd know. Batman and Robin is considered the worst Batman movie ever released, but Alicia Silverstone and Chris O'Donnell, who played Batgirl and Robin respectively, are philosophical about it now, nearly 30 years later. 1997's Batman and Robin, directed by the late Joel Schumacher, saw George Clooney's Batman go up against Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, with Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy thrown into the mix. It was panned by critics for the performance of its actors and ultra-camp tone, and underperformed at the box office. Now, 28 years after the movie came out, Alicia Silverstone and Chris O'Donnell have recounted their experience working on the movie and having to promote it, knowing it was being savaged by critics. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, the pair described the difficulty they had filming scenes without knowing how special effects would factor in, then having to go on a press tour with journalists who were out for blood. All of a sudden, you were starting to get the feedback and you realize it was just going sideways, O'Donnell said. There was so much hatred of the film when it came out. It was like, oh my God, and you want to do your job and promote the movie. I remember at one point, Joel Schumacher just threw up the flag. He's like, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. He was so heartbroken and kind of bummed out about it. O'Donnell went on to say, quote, "It was a tough one for us all to digest, but now feels we were lucky to be in the movie, and it was fun to be a part of it. It is what it is. Some work out, some don't." Silverstone won a Razzie for Worst Supporting Actress following her performance as Batgirl, but now says sentiment has shifted. "Batgirl had a revival," she said. "When it came out, I don't think people liked it very much, but later on, people told me it's their favorite movie, at least all my gay friends. It's very camp." Last year, Uma Thurman described the tonally lighter Batman and Robin as, quote, "the one that was actually made for children." It was a somewhat curious comment, given Batman and Robin's infamous infatuation with rubber nipples. "I wasn't thrilled with the nipples on the Batsuit," George Clooney told Rolling Stone back in 2014. "You know, that's not something you really think about when you're putting it on. Batman was just constantly cold, I guess." After Batman and Robin's failure, movies based on the Caped Crusader went on a near-decade-long hiatus until Christopher Nolan revived the character with his much-loved The Dark Knight trilogy, which saw Christian Bale play Batman. Zack Snyder then rebooted the DC universe and ushered in 2016's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, which saw Ben Affleck play Batman. More recently, Robert Pattinson has played Batman for Matt Reeves' Batman Epic Crime Saga, which will see the Batman 2 come out October 1st, 2027. Meanwhile, James Gunn has rebooted the DCU once more, although he has yet to announce who will play as Batman for upcoming movie The Brave and the Bold. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.